Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And so the last two videos or so, we looked at the K1 and K2 Aristocrat Cipher. And so today I wanted to look at the K3 Aristocrat Cipher. So if I were to tell you just a little bit about the K3 Cipher, really there's a lot of confusion on where the keyword goes in the plaintext and ciphertext. And often I find the best way to solve for a K3 cipher is just to handle it like a normal cipher. Because, if you look at it, there's going to be a keyword in the replacement text as well as a keyword in the plaintext, and that just gets more time consuming to handle, um, rather than just like brute forcing the cipher. But nonetheless, what's going to happen is, let's say I have the alphabet A B C D E F, right? And that is my ciphertext, and then my plain text is underneath. So my plain text is going to contain the keyword somewhere along the text, and the rest of the text is going to be jumbled on either sides of the keyword. And if you look at the ciphertext and you compare it to the jumbled text, when you put this jumbled text in order, you're actually going to find that the ciphertext should have a keyword. And so this gets really confusing to keep track of often. And so really just the best way is to brute force the ciphers. And so I'm not going to completely do the entire first one. Um, I'm just going to let you guys solve it, because if you watched some of my previous videos, you should know how to solve a normal aristocrat cipher. But this one tells you that the keyword is keyword. And so this just means that for me, somewhere in the replacement text, I'm going to expect keyword to show up. And really, I don't really care much about the fact that it's going to show up in the ciphertext as well, because that just gets really confusing. But yeah, if I were to brute force this, you would take a look at the Z, and you could tell that's either an I or an A. And then we see a Z with an apostrophe Y, so we already know that Z is going to be I. And then the apostrophe Y is most likely an M. And so, just like usual, you go to the Z, you drop in an I, and then you go to the Y and you drop in an M. And you honestly just keep going. You could see, I'm just taking a look, that I see this arrangement, and I see that A has a really high frequency, and so this could most likely be that, and that's because Q also has a frequency of 7. Taking a look at it has the second highest frequency, and so I'm just gonna take a educated guess that could be an E. Um, let's see, I just said the X was an H and the A was a Q. Yeah. And so really now you just keep going. You fill it in, you'll get like T over here, maybe another T there, an E here. This could be 2, so M could be O. And yeah, you could really just keep going. If I do fill it in, you'll see what you get at the end. SOXZKEY. Oh wait, whoops. Yeah, sorry. PDAQBCFGN. So that's what you should get at the end. You can see that we have keyword with a J in the middle, because this letter is you see J, and then you have the word, and it's separated with a P because this letter never shows up. And so yeah, that's how you get keyword in your plain text. If you do rearrange it, which I wouldn't recommend you take the time to, because honestly, it just seems like a waste of time. You should get the keyword in the ciphertext as well. And so, with that, as usual, I have a quick practice problem. I have the frequency tables on this side, and that's because really the best way is to just brute force this aristocrat. Yeah. And so go ahead and pause the video here and just try to solve this aristocrat on your own. Okay, so hopefully you paused the video and you were able to solve it. And so I'll fill in the bottom letters really quick. So we have F, E, J, K, L, M, I, O, P, Q, R, S, T, H, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, B, A, N, G, C, D. Sorry. And so here I'm assuming, although it doesn't ask for the keyword would probably be bang. Yeah, and that's, yeah. And if you do take a notice, most of these letters end up being in alphabetical order, and that's something you might notice with K3 ciphers. With the letters that are flipped, obviously that's because I believe it's just a ciphertext when you're finding the keyword. These random letters which are thrown in, such as the I or like the H, is just going to help in finding the keyword in the ciphertext. And so if I fill in the actual cipher, you should have gone the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances if there is any reaction. Both are transformed. Yeah, and so that's really just the end of the K3 cipher. Once again, my best recommendation is just to solve it like a normal cipher, just brute force it. Yeah, I don't really see any point of going through the effort and finding the key word in the plain text and now find the key word in the ciphertext. I think you could use your time a lot more efficiently just brute forcing the cipher. And yeah, so that's about it for the K3 cipher. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, and please do make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. And in the next video, I'll try to do something fun that's maybe not cipher related. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.